if Reuben had waited for the father to say, at least be blessed first. You know the nature of the blessing. What Isaac told Jacob, he said, blessed is he that blesses you, and curses he that curses you. Say, I have blessed you, and it cannot be reversed. Are you with me? Meaning that from the moment Isaac spoke the word over Jacob, if Isaac found out at that point that Jacob was Esau, even Isaac can't reverse it. So the devil understands that the nature of the blessing is the one that once it is released can't be taken back. So the only way for him to deal with a man like this is to make sure that everything he will do to that man must be done before the blessing, which is irreversible, is released. Do you understand? That's cool. Should I come again? Jacob, come. Isaac, come. Isaac. Oh yes, yes. You're Isaac. You are. Somehow you look like him. I don't know what it looks like, but I have a witness. You must look like him. So Isaac blesses Jacob. Jacob, go on your knees and say that the smell of my son is as the smell of a field that the Lord has blessed. He said, therefore the Lord give you the dew from above, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty corn and wine. Blessed is he that bless you, cursed is he that curses you. You know, the fear of this guy before was, if he finds out I am Esau, he will curse me. The nature of that blessing is, even now, if I find out me. So the only way you can destroy what is irreversible is to destroy the man before he gets it. It is not about the sin, it is about the timing. And because God is precise, it's very, very precise. He's an intelligent being. He knows the time he has set in his heart to do everything he wants to do. The devil can also guess. When I was in primary school, there was a girl in my class. We all call her auntie. If you are not a Nigerian, you may not know what that means, but it is as it implies. Auntie should senior me with at least 12 years. Because even those I call my uncle met her in class. So they told us that she just couldn't be promoted. Are you with me? So auntie was so old in the class that teachers respect her, because many of them met her in school. So she's actually old in the system more than many of the staffs. Are you with me? So auntie seems to know many things we don't know. For instance, she has an idea of how every teacher reacts, and she just give you clue, but she couldn't pass. That's a bit close to how the devil operates. The devil can't be righteous even if he wants to, but because he's been around for a while, he has ideas. The devil can almost guess when you are approaching your timing. He doesn't know what God is doing, but he can guess that this is a crucial what? Time. Please stand up. So in the case of Reuben, are you with me? Where's Reuben? Before Jacob will release this blessing, what's his nature of the blessing? No distraction. No distraction, please. I'm teaching. Just sit down anywhere you find yourself, please. What is the nature of this blessing? It is a blessing that is what? Irreversible. What do you do to a man who is about to receive what is irreversible? Distract him before he what? Gets it. What he did then is what he's still doing now. There are certain things that the devil understands, that as long as you can get it, it's done for. And the best thing he can do is to come after you with everything he has before you get it. If you understand the timing, what I'm showing you is that once you see that there are attacks right and left, it means you are close to a breakthrough. Once you see that discouragement is becoming strong, you are about to enter into something. That's not the time to cry. Every time, if you don't know what time it is, you can gauge time by checking attacks. Are you with me? The devil is against you, but he can give you a clue. He is many things, but he's not stupid. He might be ignorant of certain things. You also can't call him a fool. You also can't call him powerless. So if I don't know whether I'm in a crucial season or not, I just have to check. What is the devil trying to do? If I don't know if you have been to seasons where you just saw like multiple attacks at once. Talk to me now. Like it was like they called you. This is happening around the same time that you are down. This one is also frustrating you. Around the same time they just told you have been laid off. You have been laid off. I go back home in it. And then around that same time you come to church and your departmental head will wash you. Around the same time they just called you at home. Your mom is sick. If you like, don't do anything about it. You can have 5 strategic issues that seeks to puncture your emotions around the same. That tells you that you are close to the river. If you will refuse to be discouraged in that time, you will see the dividends of that exam. Are you with me? The idea of that season is to make you abandon a process. You know, you are the one, you have been fighting, but you don't know you are close. The one who knows you are close will fight you, and in the process convince you that you are not close. The darkest part of the night is just before the dawn. You can understand the signs of discouragement. You will win. You will win. I'm going somewhere. And if there's anyone here that you look at your life right now, many things are happening at once. Do you know what you do each season? You intensify prayers. And there are 2 prayers you can't pray at miss. Oh Lord, help me. Father, show me mercy. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find what? Grace to help in times of need. Once you get to season where attacks are coming at once, your strength can't carry you through. You switch to what? Help. I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord who made the heavens and the earth. Is there anyone here saying, God help me? God help me. The way God set this thing, faith work requires that you don't know much. It is not faith if you know too much. Are you with me? Faith is not all the pictures. It is little glimpse here and there. So it means you have every reason to abandon God. You know, sometimes I like to bring things in a more relatable way. Do you know what it means to wait on God for a child? No, you may not know. Do you know what waiting means? Let me explain. If you want to, you know the way James put it, it may look too King James. James says, let patience have a perfect work. We call something patience. You know, say we should let it be perfect again. Are you with me? I called the guy. Somebody recommended him as a good furniture guy. I said, this guy is the best you can get in town. So I said, I need the best. So I gave this best guy work. Then he said, I will deliver the work on Friday. Then I didn't see him for 2 weeks. So I called the person who recommended him. I said, hey, I forgot to tell you. Although he's the best guy, he has issues with time. I said, you should have told me. Okay? So the guy came and then brought everything. Then I was watching the guy. He was looking at. I said, first you have wasted time. Now you are. And the guy, you can't put him under pressure. He will do what he wants to do at his pace. If you like, die. There's nothing you can say at his what. But if you allow him to take his time, what he will come out with is a masterpiece. But if I can't be distracted. So the Bible says this is patience. Do you know what it means to ask a girl out and she say, I will get back to you? Do you have that experience? Okay. Isaac, do you have that experience? Ruben, do you? You don't? Okay. You look like somebody who should. Okay. The most difficult room is the waiting room. One of the things that makes waiting difficult is that what you are waiting for may never come. Is there anyone who has been in that room before? The one who is waiting for the fruit of the womb, the devil keep reminding the person that, do you know you are close to menopause and you may actually not have child, and if you don't have, you will not be the first not to have. So the pain of waiting is the consciousness of the fact that what I'm waiting for may not what. Are you with me? Are you with me? What I'm saying, is this simple enough? Now that should not be, what I've said now should not scare you. I said may not come, not will not come. Because there are 2 kinds you can wait for. You can either wait for Samuel or wait for Isaac. Samuel comes in time. Isaac comes when you have past time. Okay? Samuel, it is still according to you after the manner of women. Isaac, Isaac is not the kind of child who say, let's make babies. No, Isaac comes when God is ready. When he considers all the equation right. Are you with me? So when he says that, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for your rod and your what? Staff. The what? I told you the difference. The rod is instant. Stretch it over the Red Sea. Instant. Staff, you enter as you age. If I lay hands on Pastor Ete and I say, Pastor Ete, be blessed, amen. Following they say, Apostle, you won't believe what happened. Somebody just called me up from United Nations and said, this, we have a contract for you, £200,000. Instantly, you receive it, okay. But you see, staff, that one, you wait, you age, you mature to qualify to wield it. Meaning that in your life, you must have the two for comfort to be perfected. The things that came instantly and the things that came through process. Are you with me? Am I going too far? Hope these generations are not tired. Because we're building something. Well, let me say this to you. To anyone who is waiting on God for certain things, don't believe the lie of the devil. Nobody waits on him in vain. They will never be ashamed that look to the Lord. The devil will convince you that you face him. The devil is a master orator. And all indices will align. You look at those who don't need God to get the results you need God to get. And that's why the cross, if understood well, it is foolishness to those who are perishing. If your Christianity makes sense to everybody, you are not a Christian. You don't have anybody who doesn't know God and call you fool. You don't know God too. When you know God the way you should know him, those who don't know him will call you mumu. They look at you and say, look at you. You say you need God to get this. Is this not what this generation is saying now? Does Elon Musk need God for this? Money is not blessing. Money is money. Are you with me? Let me leave that up. So when you look at Reuben, when did you have the greatest urge to go into your father's wife? When you were closest to the blessing. Because other than this guy Reuben, Joseph was also there that day. You know the story of Joseph? You know Potiphar's wife said, let's do the same thing. What was she trying to do? She was trying to also drag him out of the plan of God. Are you with me? What I'm showing you is that the things you are facing as pressure, you are not the only one facing it. As many as need what you need will face it. It is they that purge themselves from this. You know the way COVID came? I don't know how COVID was here. I know when you want to do COVID test, they will put some things in people's nose. They put those things in your nose, right? Nobody put anything in my nose. I just said I'm not going to travel anywhere because they'll put something in my nose and come out in my eyes. But COVID was not just in London. It was in America. It was in Japan, in China, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa. Now everybody forms a straight line. Life is in such a way that if you find a man from United States, from America, from Tanzania, from Afghanistan, from Israel, from give me a name now, Botswana. If all these men emerge at the same time, when you pay attention to their stories, you will discover that although they have not met, a particular dealing began around the same time. And those who couldn't rise, although they have not met, a particular temptation that is common began around the same time. When did Reuben have the urge to sleep with his father's wife? The same time Potiphar's wife had the urge for Joseph. What I'm trying to show you is that it is not so much about those things than the timing. Because God is a God of time. The devil too has become a creator of time. And that pressure saying yield, it is because there's a time that you are not aware of. And the one who is bringing the pressure knows the time. And if you bow to that time, people wander out of destiny, and before another oscillation comes, time is gone. You with me? The issue is not that it will not recalibrate. The issue is the time it will take. And sometimes when it will have to take that time, what Moses should start at 40 will have to begin at 80, and there's no much time left. If there's a prayer I want you to pray before I continue, is, Father, I don't want to miss the appointed time. Please, that's the prayer. I don't see these are not prayer of witchcraft. Pray this one like your life depends on it. I don't want to miss the appointed time.